Hey YouTube, this is a follow-up video I'm doing on grip angles on Glock pistols. And before we get started, I'm going to let you know that every single one of these handguns have been safety checked. There's nothing in them, and as I pick them up, I will show you they are not loaded. So what we're going to talk about today is Glock pistols and the grip angle on them. And I'm going to pick this Glock up here and show you this is a Glock 17. This happens to be a Gen 5, so it doesn't have the finger grooves in it or anything like that. But one of the biggest complaints that people have about Glock pistols, and myself is one of them, is the odd grip angle it has. So I went over this before in another video. When you hold this gun like this and you hold it in a natural position, hold your finger over the trigger guard, you'll notice that my finger is aiming down. As I straighten it out, the muzzle of the gun actually rises up. So in theory, if you hold this gun in a natural position, it's going to actually shoot a little high. And I went into some of my theories in the other video when I compared it to a 1911 about how it's important to be able to pick up a front sight. And this gun was never intended to be a precision target pistol. It was intended to be a combat duty self-defense pistol. So usually that's at very close range, and the most important thing you need to do is pick that front sight up immediately and fire. And at very close ranges, like in a room of a home or very close areas, that's going to work out fine with you. But it feels very odd though when you pick it up as compared to other different types of pistols, and I continuously hear this, and I'm one of those people. So I was asked to do comparison on the grip angles to common revolvers, so that's what we're going to do today. So this gun here, unfortunately, is a polymer frame pistol, and there's not really much you can do. You can change the texturing to this, you can stipple it, you can put grip tape on it, whatever you want to do, but you're really not going to do anything about the angle of the grip on it. It is what it is, and you either love it or you hate it on a Glock, and that's like that seems to be true about everything with Glocks. People either love Glocks or they hate them, but there is really no in between with them. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what I feel is a little bit of an advantage with some of the revolvers. So the most common revolvers out on the market, and I have just Smith Wesson and Colt revolvers here in front of you. So we're going to pick up the granddaddy of them all and show you this is a vintage old bright stainless Colt Python. Now, one of the complaints that a lot of people have about this gun is with these factory wood grips on them. They said it's an odd grip angle. And if you grab this thing, I don't seem to have a problem with them because I believe in muscle memory and I have a lot of experience with Colt revolvers. But when you hold this gun, it seems to have a very wide bottom to it, which causes an odd grip angle. And if you look at this gun, if you look at it head on and you have this completely straight, you'll notice this grip actually curves this way. It's almost like a negative angle to it. And it gives it a different feel. I'm not going to say a bad feel, but a different feel than a lot of stuff. And if you were dealing with like a Glock pistol and you didn't like the way this thing felt, well, there's not really anything you can do about that. You can't change the whole frame of the pistol. Well, with revolvers, you have a little bit of advantage on them. So I'm going to put this one down, and I'm going to pick up this other Colt Python here, and this one is a new one. But folks, the frames are exactly the same grip fit on them. It's exactly the same. There's a few minor differences, and I have a video on comparing these two actual guns. But if you look at this, all I've done is change the grips of this one. This is the Colt Python Elite grips. They used to put on them in the 90s on the Python Elites, and they have finger grooves that are a little bit longer. Same frame. If you'll notice, if you hold this gun straight and you look down of it, it does not make that reverse angle curve on it, and it's a little bit longer, and it's actually a little bit more comfortable to shoot, and it completely changes the angle that it is in your hand. So basically, you take one screw out, and you change the grips, and you have a completely different feeling pistol, and you cannot do that with a Glock pistol. You can't do it at all. So if you look at these two side by side, you'll notice the grip's a little bit longer on the one on the right. They're a little bit thinner and a little bit longer on the right. So just by changing a set of wooden grips on this, it completely changes the shooting experience with this revolver. So we're going to go look at another one. We're going to look at a Smith & Wesson. This is a 686. And if you'll look at it, it's not as extreme, but these are the factory target stocks on this thing, the factory target grips. And when you grab it, it feels like it's a little bit wider at the bottom. And that's more for precision target shooting because these are target stocks on it. Well, if you did not like the feel of that or they don't fit your hands correctly, all you do, and this is the same exact gun, is change the grips. These are combat grips. And if you notice, it doesn't have that extreme reverse angle when it gets down to the bottom of it. Same frame, just by putting a set of different grips on it, it completely changes the grip angle and the feel of the revolver. It's a big advantage when you have a revolver to just be able to change out the grips. You can change it to different thicknesses, you can change it to different angles, have finger grooves, not finger grooves, whatever you want. The revolvers are very versatile. Now, we're going to look at this other little one. This is a little J-frame Model 60 Smith & Wesson. And I have pretty large hands, folks. When I grab onto this thing, it's almost like the gun isn't even there. Now, the way you remedy that, a lot of people would think this is unshootable if they have as large a hands as me. And if you get into some of these little pocket polymer guns and all that, there's really not a lot you can do about it. They either fit in your hands or they don't. Well, with this one, you can put like a little extension on the front of this, or you can just change the grips out altogether. So like some large rubber grips, finger style grips, and it completely changes the grip angle and the size of the grip on that. It makes this gun like a lot more shootable. Completely changes it. So when you say that revolvers are a little outdated or something like that, a lot of people say that, they're wrong, folks. If you just change just the grip on them, completely changes the way you shoot the gun and the way you handle it. It completely changes the whole dynamic of the handgun. You cannot do that, unfortunately, with the Glock pistol. And if you're one of those people that do not like this odd grip angle, it's never going to get any better. You're never going to be able to do anything about this odd grip angle. And I'm not going to say it's a wrong grip angle because they designed it that way for a reason, but it feels completely different than almost every other pistol out on the market. So if you don't like it, there's not a lot you can do to change about it. So when you go try one of these polymer pistols out, especially a Glock, because they've known to have a little bit different grip angle than most pistols, make sure it's something that you're comfortable with when you're buying it, because if it's not, it's never going to be any different. Just keep that in mind. With a revolver, there's a variety of grips out there, different thicknesses, different angles, and all kinds of stuff where you can change them up. Revolvers are very versatile when it comes to that. But anyway, folks, I just wanted to compare that to a couple of revolvers here. A viewer had asked me to do that, and if you have any questions on any of these guns, I have separate videos on each and every one of them, and I'd be happy to answer it for you. Thank you very much for watching my video today, and you folks have a great day.